Good morning, folks. How's it going? Sorry to keep you waiting as usual. I imagine I probably don't need to explain myself. I got up late. It's what I do. I am a big lazy slug. Not a power slug, but just a lazy slug of a person. So I'm here, I got my breakfast. And I got a plan. So let's get to it. So, I told you we were going to do two things today. I told you we were going to get rocket fuel going, and then we were going to assemble supercomputers. We're actually going to do them the other way. I'm going to set up supercomputer assembly first, because supercomputers don't build fast. And then while my supercomputers are cooking, we're going to convert all the power over to rocket fuel. This shouldn't take too long to do, though. Because supercomputers, all the parts for them are basically right here. A supercomputer is just a regular computer, an AI limiter, a high-speed connector, and a whole bunch of plastic. And I have all those things in the assembly, or in the manufactorium, except the AI limiter. And I think I might just belt that over. Before that, computer pleasure having. Good morning, Naren. Good morning, Manic. Good to see y'all. Even now, I'm still inclined to be like, good evening. Can't help myself. Before we do that, I want to show you a few of the things I did off stream. One of them is going to be pretty obvious. I started putting walls on the copper stacks. But I've been enhancing our production lines. A lot of stuff was kind of deficient. So I went through with new belts, or like, I realized quartz was really falling behind because I hadn't crystalled up the quartz mines. So I went ahead and did that. But yeah, I started putting walls on this building. It's not done because I'm gonna have to do like a custom pieces for the corners. And also the way I designed them, they're kind of a pain to get fitting. But I got the bases at least. I put up an entirely new copper stack to augment this line here. My trucks are still stupid. That hasn't changed. Trucks will remain stupid until morale improves. Let's maximize extraction. Extract maxing? Is that a thing the kids do? Because it's going to be a thing that I do. In general, though, trucks are running okay. We'll have to fix them occasionally. I also expanded circuit production. We needed it real bad. I needed it real bad. You don't really need anything, do you? Not out of here. But yeah, I built a line of circuit producers here that are being fed nothing at the moment. That was weird. Oh, I think... Okay, so the way this is set up right now, plastic is mainly routed to the station over here. Once that fills up, the overflow goes into circuit production. So, once plastic usage at the manufactorium spins up, it may impact circuit production again, but, I mean, it's better than nothing. And this is helpfully building a buffer of circuits over there for when they start getting used. Anyway, I also had a hard drive cooking last time. Let's take a look at that. Solid steel and recycled plastic. Only maximum if you hit yourself with a hammer while doing it. Recycled plastic. I could turn rubber and fuel into more plastic. I don't think I need that. Well, I'm gonna rescan this hard drive. I don't need either of these, really. Steel is not an issue right now. Last time I checked. I converted a lot of stuff over to using pipes instead of beams, and now I'm not even using beams, like, for anything. So, I'm gonna rescan this once. And that didn't really help anything. Why would I need aluminum rods at this point? Molded beams, maybe. I have a lot of concrete. We'll take that. Alright, I think I have another... Yes, I do have another. Let's set that going. Oh, and I went ahead and built the road out to the nitrogen wells. So once I get supercomputer stuff all set, it should be fairly simple to get nitrogen production going, and then we can talk about the arduous process of turning it into rocket fuel. So AI limiters are over here, and I got a lot of them. We have a nice backlog of them. So let's shove them under the building and route them over to manufacturing. I could, like... I could run a truck, but honestly, at this point, I am really scared of adding more trucks to this network than I absolutely have to. It's, yeah, it's getting messy down here. It was getting, I mean, you've seen, it's getting messy topside. Honestly, if trucks were smarter, I'd be more inclined to do it, but they're not, so. I have embraced the horrible spaghetti of the Undercity. So. And it's so much faster than setting up new stations and new routes. So forgive me, chat. I try not to see this as a betrayal of my truck ways. Almost looks like a real city now. Actually, I don't even know where I want to put these. Because we need computers, high-speed connectors, and plastic. Oh, and there's a miner there that's not even being used. I could put it behind the quick wire, but... What's up, PM Collector Boy? How you doing? The other thing I could do is put it above everything. Which I'm kind of tempted to do. Doing no affordable housing. We need plastic. We need computers. God, yeah, I think I'm gonna put it above it. Oh, look at all my oscillators stacking up. I'm actually gonna steal a bunch of those. It's not cable I need. It's the high-speed connectors, which are right here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, now the question is, how big is that? Wall-wise, how does that fit? Because I want this to line up with walls. just for my own reference. I think it needs to be at least 4 walls high. Four walls high. My weakness is wiggly hips on furry girls. Yes, even shark girls. An upcoming puzzle shooter called Shark Rain. Looks like Splatoon minus the bait. Okay, I think... It doesn't actually line up. Okay, hang on a sec. I built a thing that I haven't started using yet. It's a wall. I built a wall for the manufactorium. It's supposed to go like that, but I hadn't fully considered like the layout of this place when I built it. Let me just put down 2 of these real quick to get this to line up. I really like this wall. I think it's a good wall. All I need is just one of these in the right place. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, from that, I can put everything else where it's supposed to go. Alright, thank you. I don't know when I'm gonna get actual walls put on this whole place, but we'll see. I also don't know how I'm gonna move around this building. This is maybe the least thought out building in the entire factory. I just really like the concept. I think that's right. If everything's going in this way. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do 5 of these, and hopefully... Well, if it's not enough production, we'll just increase production to match up with it. And then I need the reverse manufacturer for this side. Alright, now we get to figure out routing. Alright, well let's go ahead and set all these up for supercomputing. Okay, so it's... Alright, 7.5 computers per minute. I think we make like 12 total. I may sloop these. Cold rolled steel. Good morning. How you doing? It is so good to see you, buddy. I hope you've been well. Yeah, this is going to require an obscene amount of stuff. A true obscenity. I'm not sure No, I definitely don't have the computers. I'm not sure I have the plastic either. Oh my god. Hang on, trucks went dumb again. This I have forever since I got GBG stream. Surprised to see you on the morning. So, a lot of things have happened in the last forever. I have a new job. This put me on the night shift. So I work from like 3 p.m. until 11 now. Which means the only days I can stream are my days off, which are Wednesday, Thursday. Or... Oh my god. What is this? This motor truck, I swear to god. This motor truck is killing me. Yeah, I stream Wednesday and Thursday nights, and then I also stream during the day. And right now I'm streaming Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday during the day. Been looking at the kinds of monstrosities you deal with in Factorio. I think this game suits you more. Sounds like a wild schedule, yeah. I don't know if you... I don't know when the last time you were around was, but I got laid off from my job in the game industry like a year and a half ago, and I was unemployed for the better part of 2025. And it's been impossible to get back into the industry, so I've ended up doing retail. I work at an electronics store in the airport now. So hardly ideal, but we do what we have to, right? 2025, the vacation years. Hey, I got some really good streaming last year, okay? It has been undeniably beneficial in some ways. Unemployment. We put the F in unemployment. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. I keep saying that, but I mean it. Also, for Christ's sake, let's just daisy chain things. Tired of thinking about what I'm doing. Alright, Alright. Plastic. I think what I'm gonna have to do... I think I'm gonna tear out the sides of this. And route that away. Hopefully I'll be able to catch more of your streams if this is the case. Much easier for you to watch streams during the day while you're working than at night. I mean, the bright side, it has been that way for a lot of people, so. Yeah, right now I'm on a massive therapeutic Satisfactory binge. I love this game. I've decided at this point this is my favorite game of all time. Like, it just has to be. Just the sheer amount of time I spend streaming it. It kind of has to be. You ever fight those giant monsters in Factorio? No, I haven't. I've yet to get to that point in a Factorio playthrough. All right. That's plastic routed. Computers is over there. But I feel like I should just kind of take computers up from where they are. Yeah, this is... All right. How many sloops do I have? 21? I could sloop the entirety of my computer production. Or I could crystal them. Never played Satisfactory. Looking at some gameplay of this Satisfactory tells me how to sink all my time. That's what I'm doing. That's literally what I'm doing. All right, we could get to like, okay. What's my power look like? Stable. Shockingly stable, really. All right. I believe that these can be crystalled. Let's crystal these and sloop the supercomputers. I'm gonna double their output. Might be a bit ambitious, but yeah. I want to see what this does to the power requirements of this building. Alright, spiked up to 137. But this means we'll be producing 25 computers a minute. Which still is not going to be enough, but better than nothing. What's up, Ms. Roy? It's good to see you. Hope you're well. I'm working on supercomputers. It's really hard not to say it like that. It's really hard not to sound like a dumbass when you're saying supercomputer. Maybe that's just me. God, oh, Lord in heaven. I really thought I had that, but I didn't. There, like that. I started saying it like Dexter from Dexter's Lab. How did Dexter say it? It's been so long since I saw that show. Alright, there we go. Yep. Oh, that was basically what I was looking for. Like that? Yeah, like that. That's perfect. Laborat. Really heavy on me computer? No, that's wrong. I need it like that. Alright, in go the computers. Okay. Nothing else is broken yet. We're doing good. High speed connectors. This is admittedly hard to do when you don't have like foundations to work with. Go ahead and split you off of the pass. Huh, that actually kind of worked out. Fortunately, I'm going to be able to... There we go. Okay. And now I just need... What was the last piece? I forgot. What was the last piece? Oh, yeah. Totally forgot to mention, y'all. Wednesday night is a wheel. We're doing free games on Steam. AI limiters. Need you to find some cool free games on Steam and request them for wheel night. We got 6 games. I apologize. I haven't put up the next couple that people requested since last stream. But they exist. They are there. Alright, where was I running AI limiters? Where'd they go? It's around here somewhere. Where were the rest of my AI limiters? Oh, there they are. I see them. Build the wheel, gotcha. You know, one night we might actually do that. One night we might actually do that. Why not, right? I mean, I don't work for a soulless gacha company anymore, so it wouldn't exactly be a conflict of interest. Also, good morning, Naren. I hope you're doing well. I mean, yep, but those years of experience is a good use. I know what I'm talking about. Alright, how do I want to route this one? I could just go through the floor here. In fact, let's do that. Let's just go right through the floor. And let's do that too high. I want things to line up, damn it. Yeah, players in the way. That's me. Oh my god. What if it doesn't line up? Never mind, it does. I was just being stubborn. Another bar. Or is it Shadow Rocket Fuel? What's up, Chaos? Good to see you. It's gonna be... Let's just, you know what? I don't want to ruin the aesthetic more than I already have. Let's just put this like here. See if I can get this equal. I should be using my hover suit. Wow, I totally forgot I have the hover suit unlocked. I've just been using my jetpack for everything. And I wanted it so bad, too. Alright. Supercomputer routing is complete, chat. Try this in here. Watch everything feed in. Too many. Alright, we got a decent stack of things. Alright, I'm gonna sloop it. So I was gonna double the output of this thing. What's that gonna do? The power. Spike it to 220. That's what it's gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna sloop all of these. Because we're gonna need a lot of supercomputers. Like when No Man's Sky added the rocket boost, people still clung to the melee jump. I doubt I'm gonna keep these slooped forever. In fact, I can guarantee you we're not. I'm just gonna do it for now. Let's see if that does the power. Oh, hang on. Fuel production is collapsing. We'll come back to that. Okay, but why? Because everything over here is running fine. Yeah, everything's running fine. Everything is at capacity. Wait, why are you? What's your problem? Compacted coal. Okay, hang on. We're running out of compacted coal. This line over here is running out of compacted coal. Why? Why? This is actually not going to be a problem when we switch over to rocket fuel, but if it's a problem while I'm getting rocket fuel set up, that's a problem. Okay. Okay. Alright, this side seems fine. Okay, something's going on over at the Sulfur Annex. Kaz, thank you so much for the 420 stream streak. My god. What a hilarious number you've discovered. Alright, what's going on here? I'm wondering if we just got a delivery. It's so hard to tell if these lights are green or yellow. I mean, everything seems fine. Okay. Whoa, that's fucking scary. Alright, I guess we'd really better just go ahead and get started on... We just better go ahead and get started on rocket fuel. I think that's the only thing to do at this point. I mean, I have battery backups. So the system should support itself. I want to just come over here and take a look. Hey, hang on. Let me switch out for my hover suit. Hover pack, sorry. Yeah, wait, you're turned off. You guys are barely getting any fuel over here. Oh, she's been by? Seems like I haven't. Back to lurking so I can make food. Enjoy chaos. I'm gonna try to finish my breakfast. Flow rate through this system has never been perfect. And it's probably my fault for using these massive pipe networks. Alright. It's recovering. As long as it keeps working while I set up rocket fuel, we'll be okay. Also, I scanned another hard drive, right? Been demanding railings. HR keeps coming by to have a chat with me about it. Recycled rubber and leached copper ingots. Copper ore and sulfuric acid. Kind of an interesting possibility here. I don't think I need it though. I'm gonna do a rescan on this one. Alternate cooling device might be good. Okay. Normal cooling system is heat sinks, rubber, water, and nitrogen. I could cut out the middleman by using motors, which I have a lot of. I think I'm gonna do that. That might actually help. Alright, no more hard drives. Let's head out to the nitrogen wells. I can build what I need, right? Yeah, everything's okay. I know. Losing Sam Neill is a real tragedy. He is an absolute gem. I guess before before we wander off completely, let me put down a storage for supercomputers. Go ahead and start saving these guys up. Yep, computers are very much going to be a limiting factor here. There goes a stack of supercomputers. So I need 50. Let's see how many. I feel like we made a lot already. Certainly looks like we have. But yeah, I'm gonna come by periodically. Oh my god, already. Wow, I have almost 100 in fact. Let's go ahead and unlock some stuff then. This is gonna help tremendously. Alright, hang on a sec. Hang on. Just let this last one work through the system. I really want to carry around 100 supercomputers in my pocket. I feel that's going to be helpful. There they go. Whee! Whee! Okay. Alright. This is good, though. I don't actually want to set up the nitrogen wells in the middle of the night. Because it's a very picturesque area where the game decided to put them. Should have gone ahead and pulled some of this stuff out of my depot. Like the heavy modular frames. We're actually going to need these to construct the wells, so hopefully they fill back up. Well, they're filling up fast, so. Cable, I'm going to need 1,000 of these, so that needs to fill up fast. And then concrete's fine. So let's go ahead and shove this stuff in here. This is going to... Oh, joy! This is going to unlock nuclear power. Can't wait. Oh, I just can't wait for nuclear. I just can't wait for nuclear power. The only thing we actually need from nuclear power is magnetic control rods. And in preparation for that, I actually planned ahead on this. I actually expanded stator production. Which will help with motors too, if we're going to use motors to make cooling systems, which we should. So yeah, we're gonna get rocket fuel set up hopefully today. If not today, we'll get like 90% of the way there and finish it on Thursday. And then I'm gonna work through the rest of the tier 8 unlocks. There's 3 more things we're gonna have to build. 3 more components that are going to need to be manufactured. Fused steel frames, which I think use sulfuric acid. Heat sinks. And cooling systems. Once we have all of those set up, we can start on Project Partis. Oh, no. There's one more thing for Phase 4 that I forgot about. I don't even want to talk about that yet.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste. Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation are also contracted to work on project assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible. Any unnecessary delays will be noted.
So there's only 2 more things to unlock in tier 8. I need frames for leading edge production. Oh, turbo motors. I forgot about turbo motors. Ada definitely has some elements of GLaDOS in her, I think. We'll come back to this. Wait, do I need particle enrichment? I thought I already had... Oh god, oh shit, I think I need particle enrichment. Hang on. Oh no, I need nitric acid. And I don't have it. Shit, I can't do rocket fuel yet. Oh my god, chat. No. No. Okay, so we gotta do the rest of these first. Used mod frames are heavy frames, aluminum casings, and nitrogen. So we are gonna need nitrogen anyway. So let's go out to the nitrogen wells and get that set up. Shit. Alright, well, then probably what's going to happen today is we're going to zoom through these last two unlocks so I can get nitric acid. Oh my god, I didn't realize that was part of particle enrichment. So there aren't many nitrogen wells on the map. Fortunately, one of them is at the northwest corner of this desert we started in. So let's take a nice little Tuesday stroll out to the absolute edge of the universe, as we know it. This is where I have my quartz mine set up. Whee! I forgot to put the foundations for that. That's funny. So I built this lovely highway to not nowhere. But this lovely highway all the way out along the northern edge of the world. There's actually a waterfall. Oh yeah. It's like an underground waterfall there. Ow. Smacked into a street lamp. And there's a wreck out here. So let's go ahead and get this, too. Get rid of all this crap. Highly unnecessary, but we like it that way. We'll set that to scanning. Clean up this mesa here. I hate untidy mesas. Oh, gas filters. Wow, that's actually really nice of them. They dropped gas filters in a place where a wreck landed around gas vents. Pristine motors. Ironically, I'm about to use that copper sheet. So yeah, this is a nitrogen well. And Tidy Mace is a great name for a synthwave band. So with pressurized wells like this, we have to place a well pressurizer. And connect that to power. So yeah, this basically has pistons that for whatever reason has little robot hands that it like shoves in. Which I think is really funny. Alright, and then we need to place resource well extractors on all the little bits of it. Let's see. I do require more Vespene gas. A lot more, as it happens. Thump, thump, thump. Alright, we're fracking now. Okay. Oh, so these are kind of all over the place. There's pures, there's... Let's see. This is gonna make a shitload of gas. Okay. Actually, I might need... Let me see here. And I can crystal this. Doing my best. Alright, this is gonna produce 720 cubic meters of gas per minute. Thousand to 80. 1440, huh? Let's just go all the way on this. 1800. Okay. I'm trying to math how I need to connect these. Pure, normal, pure, 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 normal. Let's connect you the other way. Do a... Try and do this as efficiently as possible. That's my... So gases. One nice thing about working with gases, they don't obey gravity. So we don't have to worry about pipeline pumps anymore. We just need to connect up the pumps and make sure things work the way they're supposed to. So that's that. I guess we'll just connect the rest of these to the other side. Turn this one around. Have y'all noticed I really like things being at right angles, chat? I bet you have. Hey, that gravity is what you get for being such a downer all the time. Ah. Alright, and then let's do Mark II pipe. All right. Gas is pumping. All right. Yeah, this thing's gonna fill fast. So we'll be able to send multiple trucks down here for this. Take scenic route back. I'm not sure I've actually been up here yet. Have I? No, this is still blacked out. So I haven't actually... Oh, and there's a Mercer Street up here. Imagine that. Osh's Square confirmed. Chat, you can see my absolutely horrible road work down there. Where I actually tried to do a diagonal. What an atrocity that was. Are all my trucks behaving? Miraculously, all my trucks are behaving. We want to know what's on top of here, right, chat? Oh, there's another Mercer Street down there. And there's something on the top of there. I feel like there's probably some pretty cool shit on the top of this mountain. And now that my plans for today have been utterly dashed against the rocks, I mean, we might as well entertain ourselves with some exploring. City planning is my passion. Oh god, it really is though. It really is. Alright, so there's a sloop over here that I super double plus want. God, this is such a cool map. There's a purple guy up here. I guess all this shit up here is just because you must have a jetpack or an absolutely degenerate lust for foundation construction to get up here. Man research complete. Let's see if there's anything on the top of this incredibly huge arch. By the way, I should be building radar towers. I mentioned that briefly earlier that I wanted to steal some crystal oscillators. It's to build towers. You need them for towers. Wow, this is way the fuck up here. And sure enough, there is a purple power slug up here. Yeah, look at this place, chat. Look at this world. That's one of our sand mines over there. Oh, you can see there's like this giant ocean up here and then a cliff where it falls down into, you know, whatever all that is. Oh god, I fell off. Let's not fall off the giant kilometers high arch. I mean, look at that, chat. I built all that. Pretty sobering when you look at it that way, isn't it? It looks very neat and tidy from up here. It actually looks well organized, which, I mean, we all know better than that, chat, but at least up here we can pretend. I think that's Caterium right there. I don't know that I'm gonna need another source of Caterium, but if I do, hopefully I can remember that's there. All right, so there was a sloop down here, right? Yes. And some asshole we're gonna have to deal with. Aw, he knew what I was up to, chat. Alright. Oh, that killed him. He looks kind of like a shark. With blunted teeth. Alright, what is that? I want to know what that is. That might be another sloop. It's got kind of a sloopy setup to it. Yep, it is. So what kind of dickhead is guarding this? Those guys aren't too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Looks like a modern Zelda enemy? Oh, it kind of does. He kind of do, don't he? Alright. Up. Mercer Sphere! Did you just collect the study? No. I collected a cool S. There's a difference. The cool S warps the very nature of space itself. Boy, that guy's day sucked, didn't it? He didn't deserve that. But I did it anyway. Alright, so map. Oh, my map is much better cleared out now. Alright, anyway, let's get back to building shit. We've been screwing around enough. I'm a little curious. I think... Yeah, I think the Project Part Assembly Center is idle at the moment. I don't know if it ran out of stuff, or... I mean, not that it really needs to be building more shit. Heavy mod frames. Okay. Maybe I might have killed that particular production chain by pulling stuff. Okay, we're full up on versatile frameworks. And we're full up on mod engines. So that's good. That's good. We'll have a buffer when we get back to building project parts. All right, fused frames. Hang on, let's sit for a minute and figure out what I'm about to do. Fused modular frames are going to require heavy mod frames, aluminum casings, and nitrogen gas. I guess the question is, where do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna... kind of tempted to build a new facility, even. Something away from everything else. I might do this. I think I'm gonna do this here, actually. I think I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna need everything brought in. I'm gonna do 3 stations all next to each other. I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I shall. So this is off the cuff, chap. I have no plan for this building. I had no plan for figuring out fused frames today. We're just gonna do it. Alright, so we're gonna need nitrogen. We're vibe constructing now, chat. Alright. That's gonna be nitrogen. Rule 1, city playing, no playing. Rule 2, measure once, cut twice. Measure once, cut twice. Alright. Aluminum and modular frames. This may require further expansion of modular frames. Actually, not may. It will. Now, whether that comes from crystalling or slooping or what, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Rule 3, have someone to blame. Alright. Get the vehicle paths going. What is this place? I don't even know what this building's gonna be, chat. I have no plans for this. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, I have no plans. What is this building? To make fused frames, I'm gonna call this the AMD, the Advanced Materials Department. Heavy frame intake. Subcontractor, blame the contractor. Contractor, blame the engineer. Engineer, blame the customer. AMD, aluminum, casing. Intake. All right, okay. Before I forget, let's hook these up to fuel so none of my trucks will die. Well, this is going to be exciting, chat. You're going to see an entirely new building birthed from spur-of-the-moment musings. Based pretty much entirely on construction needs. Ow, that was a really long way. You never seen me do this before. I have fuel lines running under my entire ring road to fuel vehicles. So every time I build a new intake station, I have to connect them to the fuel lines so that my trucks will be supplied with delicious fuel. Power makes me nervous. How's power? Power. Okay, power equalized. Okay, we're much better now. We're consuming 13,000, but we're producing over 20,000. So, oh, okay. Thank Christ for that. All right. What do I make fuse frames in? Fuse frames are made in blenders. Obviously. I don't have an aluminum. Oh, I do have an aluminum casing intake. Okay. So, okay, that's actually really convenient. Why aren't you getting any? Oh, sorry, what? Oh, hilarious. I didn't actually build this splitter as part of that. I missed. That's what you need. Okay. Also, I think now would be a good time to switch back to my flight suit. Alright. So, let's steal a bunch of fuel. And get these trucks going. We're almost certainly gonna need multiple nitrogen trucks. Nitrogen outpost, nitrogen intake, get going, and you are... Fuck, hold on. Alright, and away they go. Alright. The naming convention for my trucks has gotten really, really ugly. Another thing that I didn't really plan out. Because the number corresponds to the stations. And then the alpha, beta, delta, gamma refers to which actual truck it is in sequence. But I don't always remember to set it up that way. Alright, put intake, there we go. Alright, so the trucks are set up. The trucks are doing their trucky thing. So... Up our intakes. So what does this formula look like anyway? Okay. So it's 1-to-1 on frames, but for each frame and a half, we're gonna need 75 aluminum casings and 37.5 nitrogen gas. That's obnoxious. Alright, I'm gonna build 5 of these. I'm going to build 5 blenders. Alright, let's build some... Man, I didn't blueprint any of this. Okay, yeah, this is going to be entirely freehand, chat. Oh, Lord. What kind of foundation do I use for this? Let's do grip metal. We haven't used grip metal for... Well, okay, hang on. I need to give this some... walkway first. In fact, let's give it a fair bit. I don't like cramming buildings in too tight. And I've been guilty of that for a while now. Alright. So there's the corners of our buildings. Or one corner of them. I have to leave a 3 foundation space. Between buildings and the roads. Alright, so this is what we got to work with here. This is what we got to work with. Now, I actually want to do some additional storage down here. So let me space some stuff out with some walls. Actually, let me do a little investigating real quick. Because I don't remember how big industrial fluid buffers are. And I want to use those. It looks like they're about 3 walls tall. I would like to make some space for some buffers here. This hover pack makes this so much easier, goddamn. Thank you so much for being you, hover pack. It'd be funny if I accidentally planned this building out better than all my other ones. Alright, is that enough space for an industrial fluid buffer? I think it oh my god, it actually is. Just barely, but it is. Incredible. All right, let's line that up. Put that there. I actually would like to do these in line. I mean, this is going to be under the foundations of the building, so... Or part of the foundation of the building, so fine. There we go. Down to there, run that over there. All right. All right, fluid buffering achieved. Now let's build some storage containers. That's lined up, yeah. There we go. Classic looping design that I put in the wrong place because I'm a moron. I didn't bother to fucking line it up the way I was supposed to. And then we will never in a million years have this many heavy mod frames, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Right up the edge there? No, they leave a little bit of space. Not much space. Okay. I don't even know if or when we'll have modular frames, but anyway. Okay, actual building itself. So I said we were gonna do grip foundations, right? Grip metal. I can actually give this some a really pretty finish too, depending on what kind of aesthetic we want. I'm using carbon over at the Project Part Assembly Center. Actually, yeah, let's see here. Oh, we could do chrome, right? But I didn't do anything for this. Never mind. Does grip metal... I guess grip metal just doesn't really take that. I guess grip metal is grip metal. That's boring. Shit. If we did coated, could I chrome finish? That's kind of cool looking. I guess coated concrete is like the fun material. Kind of like the equivalent of wool blocks in Minecraft. Actually, what do some of these other ones look like? Copper. Chrome and unpainted look... Oh, they look similar, but... slightly different tone. Yeah, I mean, that's all pretty subtle. I'm gonna go with chrome. Just, I'm sorry, real quick. If I did Fix-It Foundation and I did Chrome, what would that look like? That's kind of what I was hoping for. That's kind of what I wanted. That's kind nah, that's okay. I'm gonna stick with the coated concrete. Don't be surprised if you come back on Thursday and I've changed it around again, but yeah, let's go with this. All right, anyway, let's build some shit. Let's actually build things we need. Blenders. I want to build 5 blenders. Blenders, you can actually kind of think of blenders as like the next tier of refinery. Refineries take one solid and one liquid input and have one solid and one liquid output. Blenders have 2 solid and 2 liquid inputs and then a single output of each. All right. So, this will make rocket fuel once we have nitric acid. It will make our cooling systems. It's going to make mod frames. We can also use it to make batteries. I think I can skip batteries, frankly. We can use it to make encased uranium cells, which, if the only reason I would do this is if I want to make nuke nobelisks. And we can use it to make turbo rifle ammunition. I do want turbo rifle ammunition. I've been putting this one off. We could actually do it here in the AMD. But for right now, let's focus on fuse mod frames. The smoothie cafe you're making, all the frappuccinos one could hope for. All right, that means each of these is going to need... Okay. And this is why you blueprint, Chad. I want you to understand that had I realized we'd be needing to do this today, I would have blueprinted this. I really need y'all to know that. I would have blueprinted this. I just didn't realize I would need to. I don't know why I pulled that one of all the ones that I could have pulled. Did I screw myself? Yeah, kinda. Shit. Alright. Sucks, but I'm just gonna kill that buffer. Took up too much space, unfortunately. I think a single buffer should be fine. No, you must be aligned. I'm gonna be... No, I really shouldn't do that. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna be tricky and reverse the direction of these. No, I'm not. That'd be stupid. We'll go in through... Oh, no, I don't want merger. I want splitter. Actually, no. We'll go in... Sorry. We'll go in through... We'll go in through the front on these. And then we'll go out the side on these. Okay, now to... That was wrong. Now to plug these into the right ones without screwing this up. Oh, I could have just done it from here. Or not, because you really just... God damn, you really just don't feel like doing that, do you? Alright, fine. I think we have no mod frames. Like, none. Yeah, no modular frames. 0. Let's hitch a ride back to the mod frame plant and see what's going on. While this is going on, chat, I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I need to hydrate better. Okay, I'm back. I hope you've been enjoying our little tour of City of Industry, which is an actual place near me here in LA. I want to see how many modular frames this truck is going to pick up. And also, like LA, the traffic is terrible. I see the rotor station is full. There we go. I don't see anything going into the mod frame station. This concerns me greatly. All right, no mod frames are being produced. What is going on? It's because we are incredibly low on Regular mod frames. Why are we incredibly low on regular mod frames? Because this manifold is not getting enough screws. Alright, why aren't we getting enough screws? The reinforced plate line is getting plenty of screws. No, that's the output. This is the input. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I think the belts need to be upgraded. Oh, hole in the floor. All right, this is producing enough screws. I know we're producing enough screws. It's just the manifold has to fill. That's the problem. This one's full. This one's full. This one's full. This one is filling. See, I can't crystal them if the inputs aren't sufficient. I mean, I could, but it's just gonna stack onto my problems. Oh wait, some of these are going up. Oh no, no. Those are the ones that are feeding into. Wait, this is a splitter. Where is that lower one going to? Oh no, I'm feeding that one into this merger. That's what's going on. Okay. All right, I think this will work eventually. Yeah, it's starting to look better. I think the manifold just needs time to fill. Now that the belts have been upgraded. I hope. You know what? I might need to cut in. These are all producing screws. They're all supposed to be producing screws. What are you doing? Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. So not all of these are producing because I'm overproducing. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut in. I just noticed this is like...
The lifts haven't been upgraded either. That's the other problem. They're not getting screws fast enough. So hang on. I know it's dark and scary in here, chat. Bear with me for a sec. I didn't build this system intelligently enough the first time. All right, we're gonna cut in. And I kind of want to get rid of that storage. How nice it would have been if I had given myself more room to do stuff. Here. I'm gonna cut in from here. What's up, Justin Brett? How's it going? There we go. There we go. That should actually be sufficient. Yeah, part of my problem has just been routing capacity, chat. I've just kind of been mashing things together and hoping they work, and they don't. Actually, I can just kill this one. Everything can just go to this last one. Doing a Honkai Star Rail event real quick before it ends. Minigame could be a real game. Okay, but now the problem is reinforced plates. I am not producing enough reinforced plates. Even though this whole assembly... Alright, you're not getting enough screws. And I bet I know why. I bet I don't know why, actually. Alright, we're gonna have to cut in again. Cut in there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I'm gonna cut this one. That one's kind of moving. I'm gonna grab this over here, plug it into here. Do you building theme parks for a bunch of little guys to go through modifying them, making combos and whatnot? That's pretty cool. cool. Okay. All right, now I can actually use the full might of my screw production lines. And I tell you what, it is immensely tempting to crystal these too. Because I think these guys are getting more than enough here. You know what? Let's just try it. Okay. Again, takes the manifold a while because the first one has to fill up, and then the next one has to fill up, and then once they're full, then they feed into the other ones. There's a lot of debate with Satisfactory whether it's better to build manifolds or load balance. I'm of the opinion that manifolds are the way to go. I feel like it's not even a question. The only thing you really have to keep track of is like the production on each line. So I've had to do some creative rebalancing to get... Why are you loading so slow? Why are you like this? Because I didn't upgrade the top. Oh my god, okay. That is the problem with these. Friggin' conveyor holes. So part of the problem here too is that I haven't been properly upgrading things. So let's make sure once and for all that everything is fully upgraded. Manifold steel 1,000 times to make my glorious guitar. Make sure all of these are... I think I upgraded all of these. Yeah, okay, good, I did. All right. That's probably the last one in the sequence. I think I might need to cut in with more screws. Although the screw lines are moving now. For the most part. That's full on plates, that's full on plates, that's full on plates, that's full on plates. Oh. Some of you still aren't getting enough screws! Okay, now this isn't outputting enough screws because I cut the line. Great, okay. I can fix this. We'll plug that back into there, and then we'll cut this line much further down. Like, let's cut this one basically where we cut that one. Alright, let's do that instead. That hopefully is gonna fix it. I have a lot of these stored up, actually. Let's, oh, it's not even left outputting anymore. That's overflow anyway. Okay, cool. So everything's going out to here. Which, I mean, still isn't super fast, but hopefully enough to be producing heavy mod frames again. Yeah, not really. Really difficult to get this balance right, chat. And these things are working full tilt. It's not like the reinforced plate belts are filling up or anything. Yeah, it's like this. Oh, you know what? I should be smart splitting this too. That might have been the problem. That it was only getting like half of the output anyway. Yeah, right output should be overflow because I don't actually need that many of these. Yeah, okay, so my entire reinforced plate output was half split. I'm sorry, where is this going? Wait, where is that going? Okay, you know what? I think that's gonna be okay. This is going to project part assembly, and it's not being used right now. We'll come back to that, chat. I think we'll just need to come back to that. All right, I think all we can really do is just leave it alone and hope for the best at this point. What's up, Empires? Good morning, Lord Arik at the Gold-Plated Gaming Empire. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to make fused frames. And I don't know if I am or not. Well, no, I'm not. Because I don't have the nitrogen hooked up. Is anything low? Yeesh. These still haven't gotten a single heavy modular frame. Not one. Hang on. Heavy mod frames go in here somewhere. Regular frames go in there. Oh, that might be part of the problem, too. Well, it wouldn't be a problem right now because it wouldn't be dropping any off. Those are circuits. Computers. Are you... That's heavy mod frame intake. Okay. Alright, so that's why... That's why we're not making more ACUs. I need the heavy mod frame truck. Where is it? Okay. I need to intercept this guy. You need a big-ass notebook when I get to this game. I played Hard Space by eyeballing it. Hard Space is something you can get a feel for. This game you need a notebook for. There's actually a bunch of planners online for figuring out the math on everything you need to build in this. Which, at this point, I really should be using, but I'm not. I continue to vibe build. Alright, basically whatever heavy modular frames this guy has, I'm gonna steal. And then I'm gonna park him. This truck right here, this is Limestone Truck 1. Limestone Truck 1 is another problem child. I just took him out of circulation. Because I don't need that much. He's not picking up anything either. Wait. Okay, I am... Alright, we're gonna park you because I don't actually need you doing anything at the moment. Where is all this shit? My heavy modular frames are going somewhere. Where are they going? Where in the hell are they going? Alright, we're just gonna park this guy over here. Okay. Where are my heavy modular frames? And why aren't they going anywhere I need them to go? Oh, shit. This is basically the problem I always run into in this game is, like, my resources get squeezed at the top. And I start to run out of... Because you have to build, like, super advanced parts on top of advanced parts and so on and so forth. And when I beat the game, I was really bad about going back and building more of the more basic stuff. Okay, so here's another problem, is that my mod frames are being split for project part assembly when they don't really need to be. So let's smart split this guy too. This is probably what's happening to my heavy mod frames, is I'm probably splitting them off somewhere that I don't need to. So for now, we're gonna set this to overflow. So now that, oh, that looks so much better. That's so much better, okay. All right, heavy modular frame production. Okay, there's none in here. There's none in the depot. Maybe that's it. Okay, so yeah, I have like 200 heavy modular frames in my dimensional depot. Because right now they're being split between the depot for my own construction use and being exported. Okay, so I think that's gonna fix it. I think... Did I smart split this? Is that what's happening? No! Urgh! Industrial storage prioritizes the upper output. All of my heavy frames are going into dimensional depot. None are going... Okay. That's the problem. That's what's going on. So I need to stop using heavy modular frames is the thing. All right. All right. Well, mystery solved, I guess. I just need to be patient on this one. I kind of apparently just really poorly did my screw balance. Well, I shouldn't be surprised at this at all because I haven't done any math on how the screw split goes. I've just been kind of mashing things together. Now, why are you not working? Because you're out of iron plates! Because of course you are! Here is an entire stack of iron plates doing nothing. All right, well, I can fix that. See, this is why I shouldn't put walls on my buildings, chat. All right, iron plating works. Iron plating stacked like right to about here. So let's cut in here. Put a floor hole about here. Plug that into there. Unfortunately, I set up a splitter for this. There. All right. Okay, I gotta leave this alone. I gotta just let this thing cook. Let's go hook up the nitrogen and hope that at some point this is gonna produce fused frames. So then maybe I can unlock leading edge production before I die. All my trucks are behaving. All my trucks are behaving. Thank God for that. All right. Still no frames. Whatever. All right, let's put the pipeline floor hole out a bit. And then this is gonna need not that much. There. Pipeline junction this. I don't know why these things refuse to do straight. Okay. I think I might actually know how to do this. Yeah, that's it. Now we get a nice clean junction. How do I actually make this look good? Oh, I probably need to do, like... pipeline... Yeah, I need to do a pipeline wall support. That's the thing. Boy, I hope that's gonna fit. It might not, actually. I hope that worked. I can't actually tell if that worked. Well, we'll see if those are filling up with nitrogen, I guess. Oh, this one's working. Oh my god, this has an actual heavy modular frame. And that's filling up with nitrogen. Okay. Okay, so that worked. That worked. Apparently, my truck dropped off, like, 1 frame. That's incredible. Go ahead and take the outputs from these. Go ahead and, I guess, lay down some more foundations down here. Guess at least out to the edges of the building. Okay. With the wild assumption that this will eventually work. Gonna lay down a storage for this. Yeah, that's in line. And I'm also going to go ahead and put a dimensional depot down. There we go. Because I'm going to need 50 of these things. Eventually. So where is my... the aluminum truck. Where is my heavy mod frame truck? On the way. On the way? Is this guy? I can't live in suspense, chat. I have to know how many frames this guy's bringing. Okay. 29. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. We'll get there, chat. We will get there. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta believe. All right, while that's going... All right. Supercomputer production limited by computer accessibility. We knew that. We knew that going in. All right, but I do have... Supercomputers are happening, at least. I can take enough to go ahead and start uploading. Actually, how many heavies are... I have 11 fused modular frames in my dimensional depot. Let's go upload these for the milestone, and let's look at what's needed for the last one. I could maybe get started on heat sinks. Because I'm pretty sure that's going to be a nitrogen thing, too. Computers, pipes. Alright, the next milestone. Oh, turbo motors. Turbo motors and cooling systems. Which is going to require nitrogen heat sinks. Heat sinks, heat sinks, heat sinks. What do we need for heat sinks? Oh, these are going to be easy. Oh, these are going to be easy. And I could probably use the rubber alternate. Yeah. I could do this. I could do this at the AMD. It's tempted to go with that because it's not like I really use copper sheets for anything else. But the heat exchanger, I mean... Hang on, am I still... Oh. Uh-oh. That's what I was afraid of. Plastics are gonna go in fits and spurts. That's coal. Where's rubber? Found me some mods for 7 Days to Die that are just chef's kiss. What kind of mods? What kind of stuff do they do? I still have a little bit of... Okay. Rubber output. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I can do casings and rubber. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and build heat sinks. I'll just need one more station next to this. I'm sure one more truck station isn't going to hurt anything. I'm sure one more truck station won't hurt anything. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just one more truck station, bro. Just one more truck station. One more truck station, and everything's gonna be fine. This is the AMD rubber intake, and I'm just gonna steal it from the other one. I think that should be fine. Oh, and I can't. Let's see here. Nah, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? We'll set up an industrial storage for this one. I am not gonna set up the giant excessive industrial storages that I did for the other ones. Because I don't want to steal all of my rubber. Oh, right, it's not powered. I knew that. There we go. Now that it's powered, we can have fuel. All right, let's get a truck. Let's hopefully put it somewhere where it's not going to bother anybody. I don't actually know which rubber truck this is. Rubber output, rubber intake. Okay. I think maybe this one's beta, actually. I think maybe I only have 2 rubber trucks going around. Oh. How many? Okay, cool. All right, so we are making these. It's working. Blenders are pretty fun. Like, the animation for blenders is pretty funny. The arms just kind of throw stuff around. Bigger backpack, loot respawn mods, suite of random world gen mods, mod that adds a chicken coop with attachments, and so on. Wow. Wow. That does sound good. All right. Foundations. Coated concrete. Oh man, I really should make these clean, shouldn't I? Okay. All right, let's see here. Heat sinks. Heat sinks. I'm an idiot. I have not unlocked heat exchanger. I set all this up and it's not going to work because I don't have the recipe for it. I think it's time we go hard drive hunting, chat. By the way, did I have another hard drive cooking and not check it? Because I don't remember now. I really want that heat exchanger recipe. I really want it. Yes. Electrode, aluminum scrap, or sloppy alumina. Sloppy alumina. Basically make it without silica. Electrode, aluminum scrap. What does this normally do? Oh wait, that's petroleum. There's no way in hell I'm taking that. All right. I'm gonna do some rescanning here because I really want that heat exchanger. Okay, I also want Caterium computers. I actually really wanted Caterium computers, so I'm gonna take that. Hang on, my other hard drives in my library: pure quartz, fine concrete. I don't care about these. Rescan. Not at all what I wanted. Well, I guess we better start knocking some of these down anyway. All right, molded steel pipes, silicon high-speed connectors. Don't really want either of these. Classic battery, pure copper. I'm not even gonna be... Am I even gonna be making batteries? Acid. Oh, classic battery lets you do it without liquids. Let's just take that. Rubber concrete, stitch iron plates. No. Man. Crystal computer is actually huge. Crystal computer's actually huge. I may actually switch computer production over to crystal computers. Automated speed, heavy flexible frames. I probably should take that, but I really... Actually, I'm gonna rescan this one first. Yes, the heat exchanger. Thank Christ. Oh, thank God. Okay. Our lives are saved, chat. We got the heat exchanger. Let's upload that crap. Actually, do I have the... Oh, I can do this. I have the 50 fused frames now. Sweet. Whew, okay.
The Mark III provides
Oh yeah, I can do minor Mark IIIs now.
Potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly.
I wouldn't say easier necessarily.
8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. Fix-It didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Turbo motors are going to be cooling systems, radio control units, motors, and rubber. Always rubber. Always rubber. Alright, but this is fine. All I care is that we got heat exchangers. And then the last thing to unlock for this phase is particle enrichment. And we're going to need motors and cooling systems. And a lot of quick wire. Well, I might as well pull all that out. Oh, I might as well not, because I can't upload it until the pod comes back in 3 minutes. That's fine. Crystal computers, holy shit, chat. crystal computers kind of changes everything. Also, I can't help but notice I've run out of a bunch of things. Oh, no, I haven't. I've just run out of circuits again. Yeah, our normal computer recipe... Oh my god, man. Yeah, the normal computer recipe requires 10 circuit boards per minute, and then cable and plastic, whatever. Crystal computers are just 5 circuit boards per minute and like 2 crystal oscillators per minute, and it makes like 50% more computers. Like, it is so much better. It is so hilariously much better. And look at all these crystal oscillators I got sitting over here doing absolutely nothing because RCUs take so long to make. I think what I'm gonna do... Man. I could redo this whole thing. Hang on. I'm gonna cut that off. Yeah, I'm gonna... I'm gonna manufacture supercomputers down here. I hope I have the inventory space for all this. But I'm actually gonna undo everything we just did earlier. Bear with me, chat. There is a method to this particular madness. That's a lot of supercomputers. I mean, it's not like the system didn't work, but it can just work so much better now. I hope I'm not gonna regret this. I'm just saying, I hope I'm not gonna regret this. I don't think I am, because it's just... Crystal computers are so much better. Just to an absolutely absurd degree. Okay, I think everything went in this crate, right? Yes, that's a lot of computers. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. In fact, let me just put down a crate or some storage boxes to hang on to all this crap. While we do this. Hang on, I think I want to upload a bunch of these. Because I am going to need them for my own enrichment. Okay, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. I made a big mess of things. It's fine, chat. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Kind of. I need to... Okay, I need to do one thing. I need to... cut these supply lines to here. Alright, let's cut those. I'm gonna reactivate these. I'm gonna let these finish running this particular cycle. Also, I really hate that. We're just gonna daisy chain these, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna let them finish running their current computational cycles. Then I'm gonna switch them over to supercomputers. Because yeah, they do have a lot of parts still left in there to process. And it's gonna be just the biggest pain in the ass imaginable to try and empty these machines out so they can be supercomputers. All right, we do need actual computer manufacturing. Let's just do that up front here. I have manufacturing floors, right? Yeah. No, stupid. Wait, why would you even, what? Why would you do that? Why would you align like that, of all things? All right. I'm just I don't want to leave that alone. In fact, I won't. Because I hate that. You don't even need to be split. Where can I bring this down? Down to Computer Town. All right, let's do it like here. Yeah, that's okay. That's computer storage. Okay, cool. Okay, except that's not gonna be computer. Okay, that, yeah, okay. All right. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna go real crazy with this. All right. The other thing is you can just do this in assemblers, which is super cool. 14. Is that too many? Probably. Do I care? Not really. I'm not doing anything with my crystal oscillators anyway. All right. Crystal computers. Underfunded and overproduced. Okay. Why didn't that place in the right spot? Why didn't that place in the right space? Perfect. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do one. Haha. I'm just gonna make this easy on myself. There we go. I know I'm supposed to be doing heat sinks chat, but I cannot stress enough how exciting the prospect of crystal computers is. Like, computers are such a ridiculous late game bottleneck. So many things use them in such high quantities, and most of the recipes for them just like draw on so many of your resources. And this is like the answer. This really, really is like the answer. Now, sourcing all of this is going to be really hard. Running this shit to 14 different assemblers is going to be kind of a trip. Also, 14 is a really weird number. I get that. Again, we're vibe building. We don't do math here. Math is for losers. I'm sure none of my current problems have anything to do with math. This is also the part where I say this is why you blueprint, chat, but I mean, this whole building would have needed a lot more planning and foresight for me to have blueprinted out something like this. So I'm building this specifically to fit in here, and it's still not going to fit very well, mind you. This one's very hacky and situational. And some of these are built into foundations, so that's going to have to be fixed. Let's see how many of these are built into... Hopefully just that one. Hopefully it was just that one. No, it's 2. Alright, so 2 of these foundations need to be replaced. Might help with routing. I'm not even sure. Okay. Let's do these things one at a time. I'm gonna flip these around. Oh, I have to replace the floor holes on these. Hadn't even occurred to me. But of course the floor hole is gonna go through the entire foundation. So since it was a full foundation, I have to redo the hole now. So, real quick, each of these is going to consume 1.667 crystal oscillators per minute, times 14. I would never say anything bad about math, chat. So that means I'm going to need 23 crystal oscillators per minute. How many am I manufacturing? I mean, I know we've got a backlog of them. But 6. I am currently making 6 per minute. Could be a problem. I can get this up to like 15. And I don't know if that's gonna, if it's gonna hold up to the volume. I can push this to 12. Wait, is that right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm making 7. I can push it to 14. Yeah, fuck it. Let's push it all the way and see what happens. It's in the name of computers, chat. I don't even know if I'm making enough circuits for this. I think I am. Oh, no. Shit! No, 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 no. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. I copied the wrong setting. That was so stupid. There we go. Okay. All right. Pull up more oscillations. Good oscillations, chat. All right. So I'm going to turn these around to give myself a little more space to do all this. And when I mean a little, I mean a little. Because, boy, I sure did cram all this crap in here, didn't I? And it turns out I sealed another one in the foundation. And I'm going to delete 2 of these. That's fine, chat. These things happen. I am gonna get rid of this foundation too, just because I want to run stuff through it. All right, splitters, splitters, splitters. The only thing of rolling to buff this character should probably get the support that buffs their whole team. And then I lost the 50-50. Oh. Wait, why would you turn that one around of all things? Oh, because I picked as... Oh my god, I put, like, all of these in the wrong way. I think it was just this section I did wrong. Alright, this is gonna have to be redid. Nope. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just enough to make this work. And then we can plug you back into your thing. There we go. Alright. Okay, this is gonna take a while to propagate. Sup, Hildy? Running late? I am, yeah. I unlocked Crystal Computers, and it kind of changed everything. And now I'm just... I'm trying to get this going before I end. I'm hacking my whole manufactorium apart and back together for this. Here I was gonna do heat sinks. Yeah. That one asshole lift that just doesn't want to split like that. All right, where do these go in? Oh, they can go in like here-ish. Okay, that'll work. Let me see if I can get this to line up correctly. There we go. Cool. There go the, okay, there go the circuits. Except actually I didn't want to do that. I wanted to split that. There. All right, now we got it. Okay, so split that way, that way, that way. Factorizing never stops. I really do need to stop. I need to eat lunch before I have to go to work. But it's an obsession, chat. Oh god, I just remember I'm making bread too. Okay, fortunately my bread's not ready yet, so I don't have to get it out. But okay, there is a hard limit on how long I can stream today because I have to get my bread. Oh right, you also need to be split. Get that bread, literal bread in this case. I feel like I'm crawling around in the guts of a computer. How messy this whole thing. Okay, did that work? Did that work? Oh, I think that worked. Oh, chat, I think that worked. Oh, I think we're making crystal computers, chat. Oh shit, yes, I think we are. And then this is all backed up. Okay. It's fine. Get that out of there. Okay, cool. All right, so now these can all be supercomputers. Oh god, but do I want to do Caterium computers? Ah! Oh no, I don't. We're just doing supercomputers, chat. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's remove the crystals for now. Let's copy these settings. I just need to get this wired back up, chat. That's all I gotta do. I just gotta get this. Gotta feed all the parts into the supercomputer machine. Okay, these. I need to feed them into these. I already forgot how to make supercomputers. Computers, limiters, Thingy things and plastic. Okay, well, that makes this part easy. Alright. Okay, I don't need cables anymore. I have eliminated my human need for cables. Alright, where are computers going? Computers are... Okay, they're going back into there. Okay, so this needs to be split. Why are you doing that? Stop that. I don't like that. There we go. Alright, that's computers. Now I just need AI limiters, which are right over there. Let's pretend we're doing this in an orderly fashion. Pretend we're an organized person. Let's cosplay as an organized person for a second, chat. Alright, AI limiters and high-speed connectors. Where are these things? High-speed connectors are just this guy here. It's just you. Hang on. Hang on one sec. I noticed something. I see a problem. Crystal oscillators. I'm guessing that's probably because of the manifold design. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. This system's not going to be perfect. I may need to increase oscillation production later. I can do that off stream. I just need to route these. I just need to route these guys. I feel like I don't have any really good ways to do this. Oh, it's such a mess under here. I made everything too fancy, chat. I made it too fancy and too complicated, and I don't even remember what that was for, and I'm probably gonna regret that. I think that was computers. Okay, look. I gotta stop. And this is probably gonna require a little bit of reorganizing to do, so I'm gonna stop here. Between now and Thursday's stream, I'm gonna get that routed, and I'm probably gonna clean up some of these production lines to, like, reproportion everything so that I'm making enough oscillators for my computers, for my supercomputers, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll do all the nitty-gritty expansion of stuff in between streams, and then when we come back on Thursday, we're gonna do heat sinks, we're gonna do cooling units. Are we gonna do turbo motors? We're gonna do turbo motors. And we're gonna do, hopefully, then we're gonna get to rocket fuel. The nukes! Yeah, don't hold your breath on that one, so. Alright. So we need to connect connectors. Alright. No, I don't want to exit desktop, I want to exit the main menu. This, I guess, I'm nice and placid. 111 hours in this save, chat. And maybe by next week we can finish phase 4. Maybe. We'll see. I think we will. If I keep fixing production proportions in between streams, that should allow me to put together project parts on stream in fairly short order. So, that's a lot of work, chat. It is a lot of work at this game. And you haven't even seen the last thing we have to make. There's one more production building we're going to unlock as part of particle enrichment, and I'm not looking forward to it. But it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. So, quick reminder, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, variety night, we're doing a wheel. We're doing Steam free game wheel. Request a game to be put upon the wheel. It must be on Steam. It must be free. I'm looking for indie stuff. I'm not looking for demos. I'm not looking for prologues. I'm not looking for like big AAA games that are doing like free weeks or whatever. I'm looking for free indie games that were kind of meant to be free. So find some cool stuff, put it up there. We'll do the wheel tomorrow night. There will be a winner. So if you wanna put your efforts towards that, feel free. Thursday during the day, we're gonna do a great big Satisfactory stream where I'm hoping we get everything going. We get the last of these parts manufactured, we get rocket fuel going, and then maybe even make some headway towards project part assembly. And then Thursday night will be the Power Hours. We're gonna be starting July of 1996 in Nintendo Power. I have already forgotten what kinds of magical things will be part of that. So, let's see here. I think Hildy just got started, so I'm gonna send you over to her. You can go from one Satisfactory stream to another, chat. So, anyway, thank you so much for coming out tonight, this morning, today, whenever it is. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow night for the free game wheel. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.